Real question is, what is coding? What is programming? Are they the same? Are they different? Are they different? Uh, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna explain to you guys today. The difference between coding and programming. So we're gonna do coding first, in a sense. Coding is like writing a book to the computer. It's like writing tasks for the computer to do. So you write in this certain language, and then that gets compiled into a file that gets turned. And after you compile it, it gets turned into zeros and ones because that's what computers. That's the only thing computers can read are zeros and ones. And zeros and ones are bits. Yeah, they're bits of. I don't know, but we'll talk about that later if I talk about that. But anyways, yeah. So after you compile the information, it gets into the computer. Computer reads it, and then it'll run your information. So coding is like writing a paragraph in a book. You say, okay, go to Google, enter, and then you hit compile. Compiler just transfer it from the coding language into computer zeros and one language technically. So yeah, and coding is just like you're mostly problem solving, debugging. You don't really need to know every single. You don't need to know every single memorize every coding functionality or anything. All you gotta do is just understand this simple syntax. So oh yeah, an if statement does this, and a for loop does this, or etc., or like a pointer, all this stuff. You don't expect as a coder to know every single function, every single library out there, because chances of that is very low, because it's not possible for someone to know all that stuff, because it's coding is a broad. There are so many languages out there, and there's different libraries. It's much. Another thing with coding is that you pick a certain language that's going toward your project or something. Don't just pick a language that you saw off of YouTube and then you can't use it because you need to talk to a Arduino and stuff. Because right now, for me, I'm learning C language because I want to use it to talk to an Arduino ESP32 and stuff. But in the future, down the road, I'll learn Python and JavaScript. My favorite language right now is C, but I bet you that's just my opinion. There are a lot of good languages out there, and also all the different kind of languages in code help with different stuff. So C is mostly for embedded systems. So I can do an Arduino and all that kind of stuff. JavaScript it's a very famous name. Is for website design. You can make websites and all kind of stuff. And then I think don't quote me on this, but I don't know fully, but I think Swift is very very you can make an app with it and stuff. I think Apple Apple iOS or something like that has some Swift in it. But I don't fully know that. Don't quote me on that because I barely know how to code. So yeah, that's coding. It's just simply talking to a computer by giving it certain tasks, and then after you compile it, it'll send to the computer and it'll run your function. So yeah, sorry I don't know much. Another thing is that if you want to start coding or beginning a new project, just remember that you have to keep putting time in it. You can't just expect to get on and be like the best player ever. Think about your favorite basketball player or sports player or whatever sport you play, hockey, track, any of those. They had to work to get to. They had to work to get to where they're at. They had to put in time, effort, and all this stuff. And sometimes in life we're like, oh yeah, I don't have enough time to do that. To be honest, if you look back and see the time you wasted, like I do it too. I sometimes just sit on my phone for about 3 hours just scrolling, just waste because I don't know why I do that. It's something our world has fallen into, is where we just want to see what's new online, what's new on the media, what's everybody talking about. And so if you are really wanting to get deep dive into something like that, you're gonna have to put that aside, get all distractions out, and just focus on it. But I'm not saying block all your friends out, block your family out to just get on that. I'm just saying set some time aside for you to grow into with that skill and stuff. You can't learn a skill if you don't put any time into the skill. Somebody quote me on that. But anyways, yeah, yet again, you have to put in time and effort to get something out of it. Yeah. Also, guys, if you guys want me to give you tutorials on how to code and tutorials on different stuff, this channel. Sorry, guys, hold on. Lucy, you got anything to say to us? Lucy, do you want me to give you a tutorial how to code? What do you guys think? You think she? You're right. Okay. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, if you guys want me to show you tutorials how to code, tutorials how to draw, because I'm a good artist at the same time. Lucy, you're in my shot. You're in my shot right now, and you smell bad. Sorry, guys. Okay. But yeah, like I said before, that interruption. Um. I'll give you guys tutorials and stuff. Just comment down below what tutorial you guys want. Mostly just say, because I'm not gonna just learn Javascript. Like, in the future, I'm gonna learn JavaScript, and then there might be future tutorials on JavaScript and everything. But just tell me guys what you guys want on this channel. But mostly this channel is gonna vary on videos. It's gonna usually be like whatever I feel like doing and stuff. So yeah, next topic is programming. Yeah, we'll get to that. Programming is mostly like programming has had to do more with like designing and focusing on the system of a code for kind of. Hold on, that made no sense. Sorry. Restart, because that. Sorry. Programming is using multiple coding languages for one project. So whenever you code, you're using maybe C for one project. It's just the only thing that's running on. Programming takes multiple, like C, JavaScript, Python, Swift, C++, C Sharp, various coding language to make one project. That's how I think. Also, programming has to do with more mathematical stuff, in a sense, and it's very kind of heavy on math a little bit. I might be wrong. Yet again, remember, I don't know much. To be honest, I just googled the meaning of programming and watched about 2 YouTube videos, and they give me very little. And I asked ChatGPT to give me an explanation, so I'm like 5% understanding what is programming. And I know coding, but just programming, it's like, isn't it the same thing? Isn't it like you're just using a language? But no, you're using multiple languages in programming, and for one project, like making a weather app, you're using maybe using JavaScript and HTML for the interface of it, for like the user part where the user can interact with the app, and then maybe you're using wait a minute, I'm confusing myself, because You can straight up make a full-on app by just using JavaScript and HTML. What's the point? What's the point of using multiple languages if you just have? Yeah, somebody answer that question for me, because I need a full-on programmer to explain to me what's the point of using multiple languages. Well, I bet you there is a good reason, because you can use a C language, talk to Arduino, and then use a website, and then that information from the C from the Arduino, send it to the website, and the website uses JavaScript. JavaScript translates it into JavaScript from a file, and then put it in the website information. Yeah, maybe you guys didn't get any of that. I'm sorry, but yeah, some of you guys will get what I'm saying. Some of you guys will be like, what is he talking about? But yeah. So yeah, programming is using multiple languages. Coding is using one language. Coding is talking to the computer, talking in like English language, so like us humans can read it, and then it gets compiled to where a computer can read it and stuff. Programming is that same thing, but it's just multiple. I've said this like 100 times. I'm sorry. But bonus tip for you guys. One more thing. Sorry. This stuff is interesting to me. So yeah. So one more thing. You guys might be like, how do I start coding? Like, where can I start coding and programming and all that kind of stuff? Go on YouTube and look up coding skills, like coding tutorials and stuff. I know you've heard this from 100 different videos and stuff, in like 100 other different videos. Like just go on YouTube and watch YouTube videos. And sometimes some of you guys are like me. I can't sit down and watch a 2-hour video and do nothing, and then right after code. No, I have to watch the video and code at the same time. And so that's how I do it. I don't know if it works for you guys. We all learn differently, okay? What I'm just saying is that we're in a world where you can literally learn anything by just watching a 45-minute video, or like literally some videos are 5 minutes. You can learn so much because there are a lot of good teachers out there. But yeah, go on YouTube, find a language. First, actually, back up. First, figure out what you want to do, because you can't just learn a language and be like, oh, I don't know what to do. I just thought it was cool. You got to have a purpose behind learning it. You can't just learn something and then don't know what to do with it. It's like being the world's best. It's like putting in 5 years of basketball training and then never playing basketball in your life. It's just, never going, like getting 5 years of basketball and then never going out and maybe contributing to a team or something, or doing something with your skill that you worked so hard for. So yeah, first figure out what you want to do. What is your overall goal in the end whenever you want to learn programming or something you want to learn? Like, where do you see yourself 3 years ahead? For me, I see myself coding, building drones, using PCBs. Again, I'll talk about that stuff later. But yeah, figure out what you want to do and then take small steps. Don't think you have to learn everything in one sitting, and that's a problem with me too. I think I have to know absolutely everything, but it's okay not to know everything, but anyways, yeah. Great, I lost my train of thought. I don't know why I'm so boring. But yeah, I was getting to, before I procrastinated so hard, is coding is going to take time. It's not going to be a one and done deal. You can ask any software developer, it took them 6 years to learn this one language, or some people can learn 3 years if they just sat there for 24 hours and just, yeah. Anyways, but back to what I was actually want to tell you guys is coding. So this right here, what I'm using, this is called an IDE, an Integrated Developing Environment. That's where you can type code and then compile it to computer. And there's a lot of different types of IDEs for different languages, and there's some IDEs that are just mainly around this one language, but my favorite one is VS Code. Yet again, yeah, just VS Code. VS Code is literally, I bet it's being used by a lot, and I'm not saying, oh, it's the best IDE out there. In my opinion, it's really good. Yeah, it's a really good IDE. I use it for everything. And yeah, it can do any language, literally any language. You just gotta figure out how to implement it and then download stuff, the extensions to it and stuff, all that kind of stuff. If you guys want more explanation on the stuff, comment down below. What do you guys want me to try to explain? I'll try my best, but I might have to sit down, watch maybe a 25-minute video on an IDE or like some. Anyways, but yeah, an IDE is an integrated developing environment, and that's where you can code. Like this is where all my code and stuff. So yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna go and stop talking because I'm still talking. Okay, but yeah, there you go. Programming and coding, the difference between them. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, or what other topics you guys want me to talk about. But I'm gonna talk about a lot of different stuff on this channel. I might do a gaming video in the future. I might do some reaction videos. I might do different stuff. But this channel is just for fun, to give you guys a good laugh. You also might learn something, and you might lose some brain cells too of me not explaining stuff in a good way. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. First video out. Yeah, see you guys.